Welcome to the NTN Nightly. I'm Nisha Charles. This edition's top stories. ECTEL rolls out mobile number portability as liberalization of the telecommunications sector continues. The Saint Lucia Met Services urges preparedness and precaution at the start of the 2019 Atlantic hurricane season. World No Tobacco Day highlights the importance of healthy lungs. All that plus the latest in youth development, sports, and the NTN Nouvelle Arqueo. More benefits are coming to mobile telephone customers in the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, Saint Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Eastern Caribbean Telecommunications Authority, ECTEL, has announced that starting Monday, June 3, 2019, mobile number portability will be launched in all 5 ECTEL member states. Mobile number portability enables consumers to keep their current mobile telephone numbers when switching from one mobile telephone operator to another. The formal announcement was made at the just concluded 39th ECTEL Council of Ministers meeting at the Harbour Club in St. Lucia. Lisa Joseph reports.
ECTEL Council member and St. Lucia's Minister for Economic Development, Housing, Urban Renewal, Transportation and Civil Aviation, Honourable Guy Joseph, complimented the Directorate and staff of ECTEL for seeing the mobile number portability project through, despite pushback from telecommunications providers.
Quite a bit of work went into it over the years, leading up to this point. We have had resistance in certain quarters. You've had some of the providers who have raised their own concerns about bearing the burden of the cost of the equipment and what is required. And then it also would have implications for their projections, because at any point in time somebody can choose to switch a provider.
However, the minister said the intention of liberalization is to attract more than one provider and to take the OECS to the point where this system is fully open in the way that it can be utilized by the customers. The project began in 2015 with a decision by the ECTEL Council of Ministers to implement local number portability for both fixed and mobile phones. The introduction of the project means that consumers can now switch their attention to other telecommunications issues such as service quality, service offerings, and price. An important benefit of mobile number portability, according to Honourable Joseph, is that it will allow easier entry of another provider in the telecommunications sector.
So while I may not expect a wholesome move of persons, let's say switching providers, to say you're going to get almost everybody switching providers, but creating an avenue where other players can enter into the market and capitalize on the goodwill of the market as a new entrant would be able to help us see better liberalization, not just in St. Lucia, but across the ECTEL member states. And that is what I'm really looking forward to. So the work being done by ECTEL is not just for consumers in one area, but to fully realize what was done when we went for liberalization of the telecom sector, to get it fully liberalized by having providers who can compete and bring the best quality and the best price to the customers across this region.
Mobile number portability will be available to postpaid and prepaid mobile customers of all service providers within the ECTEL region, as long as the customer's number has not been barred, restricted, suspended, or handset reported stolen or lost to the current provider. There will be no charges for number porting. All porting or switching charges will be met by the service provider. However, the current provider may charge for the new SIM card and unlocking the customer's handset before the number is ported. At the 39th ECTEL Council of Ministers meeting, where the project was discussed, 4 out of the 5 council members were in attendance. Joining Honourable Joseph were Honourable Kelvor Darrow from the Commonwealth of Dominica, Honourable Gregory Bowen from Grenada, and Honourable Vincent Byron Jr. from St. Kitts and Nevis. Absent was Honourable Camilo Gonzalez of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The ministers all agreed that the introduction of mobile number portability was one more success of ECTEL's mission to improve the telecommunications regulatory environment in its member states. From the Government Information Service, Lisa Joseph reporting.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs in the Republic of China, Taiwan, Dr. Joseph Wu, arrived in Saint Lucia for an official visit Thursday, which will see him visit the town of Soufriere and attend a signing and sword-turning ceremony in Saltibus. Minister with responsibility for external affairs, Honorable Sarah Flood-Bobre, welcomed the foreign minister and his wife upon arrival at the George F. L. Charles Airport. Also forming part of the welcome was resident Taiwan ambassador, His Excellency Douglas Shen, and his wife, and permanent secretary in the Department of External Affairs, Elma Jean Isaac. Honorable Sarah Flood-Bobre presented the foreign minister and his wife with tokens of appreciation from St. Lucia and held a brief meeting with the delegation at the VIP lounge. The delegation then met with Prime Minister Honorable Alan Chastanet at the office of the Prime Minister. On Friday, the foreign minister was hosted in Soufriere by Parliamentary Representative Honorable Herod Stanislas for a visit to the Hummingbird Beach Park, a project funded by the Taiwanese. A major part of the visit was the official contract signing and sword-turning ceremony to mark the commencement of the road improvements and maintenance program, valued at $42 million. The government of St. Lucia has secured a loan from the government of Taiwan to improve local road infrastructure, and the Taiwanese government and the government of St. Lucia have engaged the Overseas Engineering and Construction Corporation, the OECC, to undertake design and construction of the roads. The OECC will be subcontracting to local contractors to carry out the design and construction works. The hurricane season for our region, which covers the North Atlantic, the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico, starts Sunday, 1st June 2019. This year we have had one off-season, short-lived subtropical storm Andrea, which developed a few hundred miles southwest of Bermuda on the 20th of May. Predictions from the major hurricane season forecasting agencies agree that near-normal tropical cyclone activity is expected in our region this year. Anicia Antoine explains.
The Colorado State University team, in their 4th of April 2019 forecast, predicted that there will be 13 named storms, of which 5 will develop into hurricanes, with 2 attaining major hurricane status. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Climate Prediction Center scientists, on the 23rd of May 2019, predicted a 45% probability of near-normal cyclone activity this year. They have forecasted the formation of 9 to 15 named storms, of which 4 to 8 will become hurricanes, including 2 to 4 major hurricanes. The names to be used for the Atlantic tropical cyclones in 2019 are Andrea, Umberto, Olga, Barry, Imelda, Pablo, Chantal, Jerry, Rebecca, Dorian, Karen, Sebastian, Erin, Lorenzo, Tanya, Fernand, Melissa, Van, Gabriel, Nestor, and Wendy. Pre-season rainfall over St. Lucia this year has generally been normal to slightly below normal, and this trend is likely to continue into July. In spite of this projection, bear in mind that heavy rainfall episodes are an expected feature of our rainy season, and the occurrence of flooding and landslides will remain a major concern. Regardless of the pre-season predictions, the Saint Lucia Met Services advises all St. Lucian residents and interests in our region to exercise due diligence in their planning and preparation for this year's season, and for that matter, every hurricane season. St. Lucians are asked to adhere to all notices and advisories from the Met Office and other official media sources. The hurricane season ends on the 30th of November 2019. From the Government Information Service, I am Anicia Antoine reporting.
Bank of St. Lucia has launched its first dual currency ATM at the Bureau de Change stationed at the Huronara International Airport. Customers and visitors alike now have the option of withdrawing their funds in EC or US dollars.
Deputy Managing Director of Bank of St. Lucia, Lyndon Arnold, says the introduction of the dual currency ATM is not just the first for the bank, but the first for any bank in St. Lucia.
The bank prides itself has been an innovator in bringing to the market products that utilize technology. So we're very heavy in that, because as banking progresses today, it is driven by technology, and we are certainly not left behind. So we continue to be innovative. We continue to look at what's available, how it can be used in our environment to satisfy, not only our millennials who are very technology driven and would like to bank anywhere, anytime, but also to the rest of our customers, who would like to come into the bank and utilize our service.
According to branch manager Martina Donnelly, the bank understands the needs of its customers, particularly those who travel a lot, and the convenience of the dual currency service provides.
We're very excited about having this ATM where we could serve our customers even better. So you could access our dual currency ATM with your local Bank of Saint Lucia debit or credit card.
Bank of Saint Lucia officials say that the introduction of the dual currency ATM at the Herenor International Airport is the first of many exciting products and features utilizing modern technology at Bank of Saint Lucia. This new service forms part of ongoing efforts not only to enhance the convenient services available to its customers, but also its contributions towards enhancing the digital economy of Saint Lucia. From the Government Information Service, Lisa Joseph reporting.
And this is the NTN Nightly. Ryan O'Brien is up next.
In an effort to reduce congestion within the nation's capital, the Castries Constituency Council will be implementing short-term paid parking in a phased approach. 10 terminals will be installed on the following streets: Bridge, Brogley, Urban, Jean-Baptiste, Miku, Labrie, Pena, High Street, and in the William Peter Boulevard. Short-term paid parking will run from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Saturday. To find out more, log on to the Castries Constituency Council's Facebook page. $3 an hour can save you $500 in parking tickets. Short-term paid parking, coming soon.
Welcome back. We join Ryan O'Brien for the latest happenings in youth development and sports.
Thanks, Nisha. Welcome, everyone. This is your weekend happenings in youth development and sports on the NTN Nightly News. I'm Ryan O'Brien. 2 more matches were completed Thursday as the 2019 Ministry of Youth Development and Sports Secondary Schools Under 15 40-over cricket tournament approaches the quarter-final knockout stage. At the Grosile playing field, Leoness Comprehensive defeated Babuno Secondary comfortably by 8 wickets. Babuno Secondary batting first dismissed for 58 in 12 overs, with Jordan Fauché making 19, Jaden Flora 12 and Daniel Kennedy 10. National Under-15 player Sanjay Francis was Leoness Comprehensive's most impressive bowler, bagging 5 for 17. He was well supported by another national player, Can Elcock, with 2 for 5, and Winner Islands Under-15 player, Captain Shonell Edwards, 2 for 14. Set a victory target of 59. Leoness Comprehensive, led by Can Elcock with 31 not out, made light work of their target, finishing on 59 for 2 in 8 overs. At the PI playing field, Choiseul Secondary defeated Vieux-Fort Comprehensive Secondary by 9 wickets. Vieux-Fort Comprehensive, batting first in a game reduced to 25 overs aside, made 109 for 6 in their allotted overs, with David Natrum top scoring with a fine knock of 69 not out, and Donnelly Leonce 12. Bowling for Choiseul Secondary, Ned Eugene claimed 4 for 28 and Jude Joseph 2 for 5. Chasing 110 for victory, Choiseul Secondary comfortably got to their target, finishing on 111 for 1 in 13.2 overs, with Jamie Santemi top scoring with a well-played 52 not out and Jordan Emmanuel contributing 15. A crucial planning meeting ahead of this year's Winner Island Schools Games took place at the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports Friday morning. Coaches and officials working in St. Lucia's contingent for the Games gathered for an update on preparations on the local and wider level as to what is being anticipated when Dominica hosts the Games in the summer. Coaches give a status report on what is the current situation as far as the program of the respective disciplines. There will be 7 events contested in the 5 disciplines of track and field, netball, football, basketball, and volleyball. Basketball and volleyball will be contested in both male and female categories. The coaches were briefed on the tentative schedule being proposed by the host Dominica. The games are restricted to students of the 4 Windward Islands, 20 years and under. Students not attending school in the respective territories are ineligible to participate. And that's our weekend update on happenings in youth development and sports. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
Thanks, Ryan. Saint Lucia on Friday, 31st May, joined the international community in observing World No Tobacco Day. With the focus on lung health this World No Tobacco Day, the Ministry of Health and Wellness has been on a campaign to educate the public on the dangers of smoking. Research has shown that tobacco has harmful effects on lung health, which can be deadly. The island's Minister for Health and Wellness, Senator Honorable Mary Isaac, is making a plea to the public to quit smoking. She says smoking affects everyone, especially children, leading to adverse health and developmental conditions.
Smoking does not only affect the smoker, it can also kill people exposed to secondhand smoke. And young children, the most vulnerable in our society, are the ones most affected by secondhand smoke, as they are the ones least able to avoid it. Secondhand smoke can lead to poor lung growth and function in children and babies, including those whose mothers smoked and those who breathed in secondhand smoke before they were born. These babies and children are also at increased risk of infections and at risk of dying from sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS.
According to the Minister for Health and Wellness, tobacco control is part of the overall health agenda to reduce non-communicable diseases, which cause 8 out of every 10 deaths in St. Lucia. According to Isaac, upcoming amendments to the Public Health Act will seek to discourage persons from smoking in public spaces.
In keeping with the WHO Framework Convention on Tobacco Control, St. Lucia has advanced its commitment by empowering the Substance Abuse Secretariat and has taken other measures such as a draft amendment of the Public Health Act to protect persons from the harmful effects of tobacco. This amendment is on its way to be presented to the Cabinet for enactment later this year in Parliament. The accompanying public health tobacco control regulations will represent, when it is completed, a major step forward in discouraging smokers from smoking in public areas.
The overall burden of increased respiratory illnesses, including bronchitis, emphysema, asthma, as well as hypertension, heart attacks, strokes, and cancers affecting the mouth, tongue, throat, esophagus, pancreas, and liver, put a heavy cost to healthcare. The minister says it is a cost that the country cannot afford to bear.
We must reduce these lifestyle-related diseases by playing our role as caring individuals, as families, in schools, workplaces, and communities. We must stop the scourge of smoking to ensure a brighter and healthier future for our children. The Ministry of Health and all the healthcare facilities are at your disposal to assist with the information and instruments to help you in your fight against smoking.
World No Tobacco Day 2019 was celebrated on May 31st under the theme Tobacco and Lung Health. And stay with the NTN Nightly. Up next, Primus Hutchinson is here with the NTN Nouvelle au Creole.
I'm innovative.
I'm competitive.
I am productive.
I'm creative.
I constantly improve what I do.
And how I do it.
I provide excellent customer service.
I never stop learning.
I give up my best, always.
The National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, embracing excellence.
Welcome back. We join Primus Hutchinson for the NTN Nouvelle au Creole.
Merci autant, Nisha. Monsieur, Madame, Département qui nous responsabilité pour information gouvernement Saint Lucia GIS assume puis télévision nationale PIA NTN caposato Nouvelle Creole posato Primus Hutchinson. Pour observer journée pour décourager moun filmé. Ministre de Santé Saint Lucia, honorable Mary Isaac, parlait du thème pour l'année ça c'est tabac extractif simol. Selon Onewab Isaac, Organisation mondiale de santé, rapporte qui un pile membre public à la terre pas au courant et puis information à ce manière tabac a affecté Frissimol. Madame Isaac déclare que malgré moun qui pas fumer, ça trouvé affecté à la fumée tabac rod l'autre monde qui a fumé, mais c'est fumé même qui a mort plus souvent. Le ministre de la Santé a dit aussi, les enfants qui ont trouvé affectés sérieusement par la fumée tabac parce qu'ils sont pas capables de protéger quoi. C'est des enfants qui ont souffert et plus qui ont trouvé toute sorte de qualité de maladie en cause des parents qui ont fumé, par exemple, Frissi Molio, qui ont trouvé affecté, qui ont souffert et puis l'opposition, et puis juste mort subite, eh bien, fait tout mort. En pile monde, selon le ministre de la Santé, qui ont trouvé TB par une cause fumée. Madame Isaac annonce qui l'Organisation mondiale de santé qui a encouragé le gouvernement au niveau de la terre pour protéger le peuple du danger tabac et cigarettes. Pour raison ça, il est nécessaire pour établir place publique côté monde pas supposé fumer, place de travail et puis transportation publique. Aussi pour aider les gens qui ont dû perdre l'habitude de fumer, pour le gouvernement montrer le public là, franchement, c'est qualité danger à tabac à l'occasionné. Pour aussi servir les médias pour éduquer le public là des dangers tabac et pour mettre en bout à sous publicité des produits tabac et aussi pour poser un pile pèse taxe à sous produits tabac. Cette déjà avancé démarche en commitment pour embrasser ces objectifs pour contrôler les services tabac. C'est le ministre de la Santé, Honorable Isaac, qui fait des déclarations ça là, devant adresser pour observer la journée internationale contre le tabac. Selon Mme Isaac, c'est ici qu'a suivi GID, Organisation mondiale de santé, qui s'est tessée depuis l'année 2006. Argument ça là, qu'a crié pour l'implémentation de la législation, administration exécutive, parmi l'autre façon de contrôle pour protéger le public contre le danger tabac. Le ministre de la Santé a déclaré que, présentement, travail chaque fait pour établir ces lois pour les membres cabinets constitués. Alors, régulation de santé publique pour contrôler le tabac, qui est véritablement aidé pour décourager les gens pour fumer en public. Le ministre de la Santé Isaac expliquait que le gouvernement a une grande responsabilité pour protéger la santé du pays et pour empêcher le pays à souffrir à l'habitude qu'on fume qui a une cause 8 à parmi tous 10 personnes qui sont morts en pays ici. Madame Isaac fait plainte de c'est plusieurs maladies qui ont une cause de tabac. Par exemple, maladie étouffement, pression, l'opposition, battement de chair, stroke, cancer, maladie difficile et noire, à parmi l'autre, qui a fait un Lopez à sous des postes pour traiter santé. Ça c'est qualité de postes qui a une cause pour traiter maladie ça là. Et fait un appel pour tout le monde engagé l'école, la famille, la commune pour aider corriger une mauvaise situation ça là. Par conséquent, il était invité PA pour participer dans l'activité à des matchs à Castrec Véfort, les trottés qui aura allé à Derrick Walcott Square et Véfort côté les enfants de bout sérieusement contre service tabac à cette lycée. Wasco, ça me paye NIMO, ça c'est l'Organisation nationale pour ménager affaires des désastres naturels, qui travaille pour adresser immédiatement un problème de vieille huile qui trouvait un établissement Wasco en beau séjour qui a traité de l'eau sewage. Ça c'est de l'eau qui a sorti en divers privés. Le département qui est responsable pour santé l'environnement, qui conduit une investigation le 25 mai, côté il a découvert une grande quantité d'huile qui trouvait en établissement ça là. Selon le chef officier pour santé l'environnement, Parker Ragnanan, il a découvert l'huile ça là qui a coulé en de l'eau avec toute végétation découverte et puis l'huile noire qui aussi tué en grande quantité de pression. Ça a trouvé pas trop loin, Grounds Cricket Darren Sammy. Pour ça là, comité national pour adresser les problèmes comme ça en NIMO, qui a conduit le nettoyage là, chef comité Christopher Alexander dit que Wasco a présenté un plan d'action pour conduire le nettoyage là. Le comité a d'accord pour examiner la situation pour 3 mois pour faire assurer que toute l'huile là sortie est tirée assez bien. Nimo ka aussi verti yo ki ka fait service établissement ça là pour pas déposer zordi avec l'huile à place ça là et pour yo trouver permission et assistance autorité pour ménagement zordi et aussi division pour santé l'environnement les yoni besoin déposer à faire qu'on ville l'huile dans cet côté et c'est comme ça nous bout nouvelle là mon remercie auteur pour regarder mon une invitation pour jeune puis moi encore c'est de conserver la vie les gars présenter l'autre nouvelle à Créole. Je me souhaite tout le monde un bon finissement semaine et nous comptons qui nous joindre la prière après ça. Après ça, on va vous présenter Nisha.
Merci Opil Primus. And here's a look at what's happening to us weather-wise. Cloudy skies with scattered showers, periods of rain and the chance of thunderstorms. A very moist and unstable atmosphere over the eastern Caribbean associated with a developing trough system will continue to produce scattered showers and possibly isolated thunderstorms across the eastern Caribbean during the next 24 hours. A tropical wave located over the central tropical Atlantic is moving westward near 12 miles per hour or 19 kilometers per hour. The tides for Castries Harbour was high at 2:19 p.m. and will be low at 7:17 p.m. The tides for Vieux-Fort Bay were high at 3:26 p.m. and will be low at 8:44 p.m. The seas are moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet or 1.2 to 1.8 meters. The sun will rise Saturday at 5:24 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the NTN Nightly. Join us next time at 7 p.m. with a repeat at 7 a.m. You can also catch up with us anytime on the Saint Lucia Government Facebook page or YouTube channel. I'm Nisha Charles.